In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how to build a champion pool to climb to platinum. And there's 3 components you need to this champion pool. 1, you need to enjoy the champions you're playing, and this is the most important thing. 2, you need to be averaging at least a 55% win rate overall on your account in order to be able to climb to platinum. And 3, you need to have a champion pool between 1 to 3 champions. 3 should be the maximum amount of champions any player who's serious about climbing to plat in a relatively short amount of time should have in their champion pool in order to effectively climb. Now, before we get into the video, this is a snippet from my actual course where I have a how to build your champion pool for all ranks, for all skill levels, for all kind of play styles. So if you're interested in actually getting the mini course, please, I'll put a link to the course you can see in the video here. I'll put that in my bio. But yeah, let's get into the video and good luck building your champion pool. So yeah, the basic theory is if you can have a 55 to 60% win rate on a champion, you can climb most likely to any rank. It's just a matter of time. I've got a good example here. This is an account I wanted to learn Yorick on, and I don't play Yorick at all. As you can see, it was nothing really special. So I got a new account and I thought, can I get to plat in 100 games? And you're going to be like, well, Dylan, obviously you're a diamond, whatever, high diamond player. That's easy for you. But I was basically playing a champion that isn't really meta at the moment. I think his win rate in plat and above is like 48% or something. But I wanted to have fun on him and I wanted to try him out. And so the power of a small champion pool and having fun on a champ, you can pretty much get to platinum with a 56% win rate. Now, this is a fresh account, so it's got fresh MMR, but that's the importance of having a champion pool for next split. So the next split starts, I think, in July. And by then, I want you all to have your champion pool that you're going to stick with at least for the next 6 months, which can sound like a bit of a commitment, but we're also going to be talking about how to add to your champion pool and test and learn and find new champions while you're still climbing, which is quite important as well. Cool. So the basic rules for a champion pool are really you need 1 to 3 champs in one role. Now there's exceptions to this rule, like for example, I play Phil, but I have different reasons of why I want to climb and why I want to play League, probably to you guys. My goal isn't necessarily to get to a true rank. My goal is to basically be able to play every role at a high diamond level because I like to coach players to diamond. So my goal is related to, or my champion pool and my strategy in League of Legends is related to my goal. So I want you guys to think and enter in the chat if you can what your goal is and why. So like, why do you want to reach your rank? Is it just because you want to get to the same rank as your friends? Is it because you think plat, you'll be respected in plat? Or is it because, you've never been to diamond before and you want to get there? Because having a reason why you want to get to somewhere is very important for your mind's ability to do it. Because if you don't have a good enough reason, you're just going to give up. You're not going to think it's important enough, or you're just going to get bored and, stop doing the things that were working. So I'll just jump to chat, see if anyone's given any. I want to get to plat doing something else. I want to succeed. My goal is done for just because I'd like to surpass my late friend who I believe was plat 2. Okay. Sorry to hear that. Would like to be closer ranked to my friends. Awesome. And these are all good reasons. Like, you can have that kind of reason. Like, some people just climb because they don't really know why. They just climb. So the fact that you guys all have a bit of a goal and you're thinking about it is really the right start here. Awesome. So 1 to 3 champs in one role. Now, statistically, if you just play one champ, you're going to climb the fastest. Like this example here, and like this is one of my clients who started in gold for last season, and we've gotten him to plat in about 200 games with a 57% win rate. Again, notice the win rate. It's nothing special. Like maybe some of you might think a 57% win rate is high, but it's really when you have a small champion pool that you have fun on and that you enjoy. And yes, this guy's a one trick, and Tryndamere is a bit of a psycho champion because Nice plays it, but I mean, it's not in the meta at the moment. It's not very strong, yet this guy's been able to do it. He's been able to go to gold, to plat in 200 games, which is pretty impressive. So again, you can do it in fresh MMR in about 70, 80 games. With gold MMR, you can get there in about 200 with a 57% win rate. And the same applies for if you're trying to go from like silver to gold. It can take you probably like 30 to 40 games to go from silver to gold on a fresh account with a 56% win rate. And if it's an account that's been silver for multiple seasons in a row, it might take you 100. Again, with that golden win rate of anywhere between like 55 to 60%, you'll eventually get there. It's just a matter of when. Awesome. So 1 to 3 champs. Now, I want you guys to think about the champs right now, because some of you will be like, yep, I just want to one-trick this champion, like Hybrid, for example. I know you play a lot of Vayne, so maybe you do just want to one-trick. Or maybe some of you guys still don't know the champions you want to play. So we're going to be looking at building those out individually for you, because I think I can't really give all the answers to you generically, and you guys would be able to build your champion pools. So I want you guys to think right now just about what champion pools or champion pool of 1 to 3 champions in one role you guys could see yourself playing for the rest of the year. And just have 3 champs for now, and in later in this lesson, I'm going to be basically saying or teaching you guys how to learn more champions. So if the meta changes, or if you get bored of those 1 to 3 champions, there is a process to add another champion to your champion pool. So don't worry about like these are the champs set in stone. We're going to actually be able to show you how to change that champion pool as you go. So in 3 months time, if you have gone from silver 4 to gold 2 and now you're like, oh, my champs suck or I'm bored, I want to try new champs to go to gold 2 to plat 4, I can show you the exact method to rinse and repeat, find new champions every single time, based on having fun and enjoying them. Some chaos shit like Akshan Ari Vex. Does anyone else have a champion pool that they know about or that they're thinking about? Please put it in the chat now. Awesome, that's a really good champion pool. Seraphine, Milio, Lulu. Again, I say it's a good champion pool. Any champion pool's good. It just happens to be a lot of those champions are very much in the meta at the moment, which is great. But meta doesn't matter. Meta does not matter for you to climb to platinum. Meta doesn't matter to climb for you to gold. All that matters is that you have fun and you can play well on those champions. Not sure, Gabe, that's fine. We'll be able to probably, by the end of this session, we should be able to get you a champion pool that you can play in ranked, and then also a champion pool you can work towards. Evanescence, that's a great question. And again, it comes back to the theory of like meta doesn't matter and team comp really doesn't matter. If you can play a champion to a high level, you don't really need to worry about fitting your team's comp, because at the end of the day, your comfort pick is almost always going to be a higher win rate chance than you trying to fit the meta or trying to fit your team's team comp. Because if you're just like if you're just playing a champion for the first time or second time, or maybe it's your 10th game on them, and you're just filling your team's what they need. Maybe they need a tank or something, and so you play a tank. Yes, you could win that game, and that might make you think, well, that was the right pick. But in reality, it probably wasn't your pick that won the game. It was probably your team playing quite well, and you just kind of did your job. Yeah, basically pick for yourself, not the team. It's a good way to put it, but it's basically not picking for yourself in the idea of like, I want to play my 40% win rate Akshan. It's more like I am picking for myself because I know this champ I'm quite good at. I have a 60% win rate on them or a 55% win rate on them over 30 games or whatever. Awesome. And also, like, if you've ever watched One Tricks, you'll actually see some of them when they're playing. They usually beat counter matchups or matchups that you would usually struggle with playing as that champion, because they just know their champion better than the person playing against them. And so that's why that kind of being good at a champ and enjoying them is so important.